We had an interesting and state-of-the-art technology, which we needed to internationalize because the whole world pees. But how to go about this?
So we had a technology which we made into a product. Our business model was to design and develop the sensor and have it made by a contract manufacturer. In this way, we would be able to supply the largest sanitary producers worldwide using a small team, because we didn't need to invest in producing any sanitary wares. We could focus on the intellectual property and develop and commercialize it. Our company is based in Belgium, near Antwerp. This is basically because it's our hometown. We live nearby. Commercially, this is not ideal because we needed to internationalize from the start. We were forced into an international arena because there are almost no local producers of sanitary wares to sell our technology to. So we needed to look from an international angle almost immediately.
We traveled through the whole of Europe, visiting all the European manufacturers of sanitary products. We introduced our new technology and sensor to automatically flush urinals.
Internationalization was not an option for us. That was almost compulsory. We looked around and we knew we couldn't sell much in our home country using our initial business model. We tackled it quite straightforward. We looked around us and contacted the companies in our neighboring countries because that's what you normally do. You look to Germany, you look to the UK, you look to France and determine which companies are there.
For us, the European market is our go-to marketplace, where we needed to be. You know all the big brands, so you get on a plane and start asking, do you want to buy?
We thought our first contacts and meetings with these big producers were great. We also believed that it would go really fast from there. Nothing was farther from the truth. During a short meeting, you tried to convey your vision, your product, and your technology, but to a very conservative industry with existing long-term relationships and ongoing business. We had hugely underestimated the difficulties in supplying sensors to large manufacturers. We were really puzzled. How is this possible? We have such a great product and fantastic technology. We had started from technology rather than a market need or market demand, an elementary mistake for many companies. We had developed a great product. We were really passionate about it and got super excited, but we had absolutely no idea whether there was a market for our product. So we had fallen into the classic trap of focusing on the technology rather than on the market.
What we hadn't foreseen was that these producers would have to dump suppliers that they had been working with for years. Those companies have been making a lot of money since the 1980s with infrared systems. Then somebody comes along saying, that is no good, get something else. But they refuse, saying, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep the status quo.
Initially, there was little interest from the big sanitary ware companies to buy new technology and implement this as an alternative to existing infrared technology, given that there is a lot of money being made in the sector. Why would you switch your product portfolio purely based on the vision of a better and more sustainable technology? That is hard to explain and convince incumbent sanitary ware companies.